Ani, my name is Carissa, and the story you're about to hear is very dear to my heart. It touches on topics of colonialism, loss of culture, and resilience. It contains my recollections that I grew up hearing of Indigenous people's time at residential school. When creating this book, I thought of my grandmother and how she used to hide her belongings inside of nooks at the Mohawk Institute, and how sometimes the only solace she had was inside her own mind. So I invite you to get cozy as we embark through these pages together.
To all Indigenous children, peoples, and survivors, this is a special dedication to you. You are the future of your community. We believe in your strength, resilience, and potential. Your culture, traditions, and language are precious. We hope they continue to thrive through you. Remember that you are loved and valued, and that your unique perspective and voice are important. May you grow up feeling proud of who you are and where you come from. We wish you all the best in your journey ahead. Dreamcatcher, written by Breanne Schaeffer and Carissa Muise. Here I stand, with the beams of light from the sun dancing across the water. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. I want to hold on to this moment, to revel in the breeze as the four winds blow. A feeling surrounds me. It's warm, familiar, and safe. This feels like home. I leave today. I don't know what to expect. My parents hold me tight, their scent lingering. Be good, my mother whispers. I am filled with something heavy that I don't understand. I want to stay. As soon as I arrive, they take everything. My belongings that still carried the smell of home, of my parents, are tossed into the trash. My safety, my identity, stripped away. I cling desperately to the last pieces of where I come from. Are they trying to erase me? The space where we sleep is crowded with quiet shadows, yet I have never felt so alone. When a hush falls over the room and their whispered cries fade, I slip away to a quiet place. With my eyes closed, I let the past unfold into my mind. I drift back in time through the quiet of my thoughts. I can still feel my mother's hands gently braiding my hair. I can still see the beams of light dancing across the water. Visions of home dance through my mind, flickering like an old film. I hear my father's fingers drumming a steady rhythm, a song only we know. I replay the life that once was mine. Memories are the only thing they have not taken from me. As my time alone fades, I tuck my memories into the deepest corners of my mind where my dream catcher guards them, safe until I can remember freely and without fear. I slip back into the darkness, falling in line with what they expect. The days stretch on, each one slower than the last, while the seasons begin to shift. I wish I could run home to feel the warmth of what once was. I watch the snow as it falls outside, and I wonder if my parents are watching it too. Do they miss me the way I miss them? We are told we must change and become like them. I try so hard to listen and do as they ask, but my heart still belongs to the world I left behind. I dream of ceremony, of singing the songs my family once sang beneath the glow of Grandmother Moon. I dream of speaking my language, of feeling the freedom I once knew. Winter fades, and the day's warmth slowly replaces the cold. I'm starting to lose the little details of home, the smell of my mother's cooking, the sound of the stream near our house. Little by little, my memories slip away, like sand through open fingers, being carried off by a wind I cannot see. Then, one day, they tell us we are going home. It feels like a dream too fragile to believe. A small flicker of hope stirs within me, but I cannot help but wonder. Will it still feel like home after all this time? Something feels different, a quiet ache where happiness should be. The dreams that once comforted me now seem all too distant. The place that I longed for still feels out of reach. I pack my things, though there is little to take. Most of what I had was stolen from me. But there is one thing they could not steal: the piece of me that refuses to be broken, the part that still knows where I come from and where I belong. I am the dream catcher, guarding the truth of who I am. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered together as one, we send greetings and thanks to all the stars. Our minds are now one.
Stories like Dreamcatcher are important because one day there will be no survivors of residential school left on Turtle Island. It is up to us and the next 7 generations to keep the conversation and their voices alive as we continue to fight for equity. Allyship means stepping out of the darkness and moving into the light as we continue amplifying the 94 calls to action until they are heard, respected, and acted upon. Miigwech.